You are now listening to the Salty Virgins podcast.
That was awful, but that's how we're opening the podcast, baby.
Welcome to the Salty Virgins Club podcast. You are listening to the Bud Light Seltzer Boys.
I can't wait for people to turn off the episode after we assault them.
This is our ASMR episode. Okay, this lemon lime's kind of hitting.
Oh, we're trying it?
Yeah, what?
Just get right into it.
We just opened it and threw it out.
What is yours on the
I
ground
thought we were
now,
going to do an
Kevin?
intro and then talk about it, do a flavor profile.
Who do you think you are, me?
Yeah.
This is so good.
This is really good.
I'm telling you, it's over for White Claw. It really is.
Because
Bud
it's
Light
got
can
less
have this
sugar
on-
than White Claw, too,
Bud Light
doesn't
can
it?
have these on, like, overstocked on every shelf in America in, like, a week.
There were so many in Publix already.
Game has changed.
This one is very good. I don't even like lemon lime.
This is really, really good.
It tastes very much on the edge of the Bud Light lime, but it's
But,
not.
like,
Which
better.
is also, like, not a bad drink, in my opinion.
No, it's certainly not.
So, Bud Light fucked up the game.
It's
over.
It doesn't have as much of an edge as the White Claw lime.
It tastes
That's
like
really
a,
the thing. That's not as sharp, which is annoying.
It tastes like a
annoying
Corona
part.
with a lime squeezed in it.
I could fuck up some vodka in this and it would be just...
We are going to get absolutely hammered.
You could definitely put tequila in this thing.
Correct.
You could
Loaded
put
White
probably
Claws.
anything in this. This is really good.
Loaded White Claws causing me to pass out in pizzerias all 2019.
And 2020... Loaded Bud Light Seltzers in 2020.
It sounds like loaded Bud Lights are going to cause you to die in pizzerias in 2020.
Chances
fair.
me and Jackson make it off that boat.
0.
Are they going to have Bud Light Seltzer on the boat?
We're going to have to
got it.
smuggle it on.
There's not a chance, yeah.
Jackson's finally going to get in that ambulance.
How many cans of Bud Light Seltzer do you think we can boof to get on the cruise?
Just put it in wine bottles.
Like your mother.
Buy heat guns, some shrink wrap. Learn how to cork a bottle.
Catch me drinking out of my eye drops container by the pool.
My fucking mouthwash. Mouthwash
So, yeah.
bottles aren't airtight, are they?
I have no idea.
Because you couldn't put seltzer in a non-airtight container and have it be good.
I mean, you can get shrink wrap and just shrink wrap the entire top.
That's true.
We could maybe just go 1 week without Bud Light Seltzer as well.
Nah, no, never again.
No, we're in.
Last week was the last week of my life I'll ever not have a Bud Light seltzer.
That's a bold statement.
I
Do
went
you
to-
know how much
Do
he
you know
drinks?
how many weeks I have left, Pat? How many days do we have to the cruise?
We
Fair.
have like 50 days left or something? Less than that.
Losing weight.
7 weeks. We have 7 weeks until... Let's see, NCO.com.
Nah, dude.
We also...
Does
we
Norwegian supply the body bags, or do you got to bring that yourself?
Nah,
If
this is
we
a
have to get
carnival.
airlifted off of a fucking cruise, I'm going to be so mad.
We're gonna get a Kevin's bachelor party branded body bag for Jax.
That'd be kind of lit, though.
Put the salt shaker on the front. Talk about content.
I'm just down in like the engine room in a body bag. You hear someone open up another Bud Light seltzer. Get out of that bitch like Undertaker.
Jackson's going to be like the video with the guy in the coffin on that flatbed.
On the back of the flat, doing the Thriller dance.
Yeah. Jackson coming back to do the Thriller and then drink Bud Light Seltzer would be the best video of all time.
Yeah. Let's make it happen.
So we will be updating you on the different flavors of Bud Light Seltzer throughout the episode. So this is going to
Well,
be...
they will. I'll be drinking my White Claw 70s.
Okay, go ahead and flex on us,
only
big
White
guy.
Claw 70s in Florida.
It's true.
Jackson, his big flex, because his girlfriend's mom sent it to him for his birthday, which is in 3 days.
Shout out to my girlfriend's family for committing felonies for my birthday.
You'll love to
felony?
see it.
That's
probably.
illegal to ship alcohol. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's felony in Massachusetts.
Shipping like contraband through
how
the
is
mail is
shipping alcohol illegal?
because every state's got different alcohol laws. There's not like a federal alcohol law, so like by distributing it through state lines, you are violating like a bunch of
But
laws.
you're not selling it. You can go and get alcohol from a different state and bring it back.
Yes, but by putting it in the you
depends
can.
on the state.
It does depend on the state, but like putting it in the mail implicates like the federal government.
I'm gonna get visited by the postmaster general like tomorrow.
So if you're not
ban.
licensed to ship alcohol, then it's not legal. You can ship alcohol, but you have to be licensed to do so because of
So
the
it is a
complex
felony.
liquor laws.
Yes.
So what I'm hearing is that it's harder to ship alcohol.
And Massachusetts is at the top of the fucking list on states that don't allow alcohol shipping. This list is not in alphabetical order.
She put them in like a cold, like icebox bag kind of thing, and they got here cold.
I'm about to have a beat a boot next week.
Are you going to New Orleans?
No, my cousin's coming back. She's gonna go to New Orleans. Well, she's going to Louisiana.
I'll ship it to you. I won't ship it from Mississippi. That'll send me right to the clink.
Wow.
They will not like that.
Yeah, if you slap a cop's ass, they'll send you right to the clink too.
You know, like I was a
they-
security guard, not even a cop. He's
Yeah.
pressing charges.
Yeah, so Odell Beckham Jr. after the
After LSU beat the
fucking-
brakes off Lowell Clemson.
on the championship.
Go Tigers!
They're partying in the locker room, and OBJ smacked the ass of a security guard. And now
This
he-
is after OBJ gave out a few $100 handshakes on the
right
Big
in front
fan.
of everyone.
On
And,
the biggest
right-
stage in college football.
getting recorded by some 8K cameras.
And now he has a warrant out for his arrest.
So do you think he
For-
just like does not like if the Browns play the Saints? Do you think he just doesn't go to Louisiana?
No, he's going to turn himself in and be like, I'm Odell Beckham Jr. And every court in Louisiana is going to be like, okay. And then
I think,
he's
I
walking
got
right out.
fun too. I think it was by at EDB every day.
That's fucking
EDB
Spencer Hall.
Yeah,
Hall,
I'm
yeah.
trying to add every day should be Saturday. Spencer Hall, the best college football writer in America, discussing Odell Beckham Jr. in the courtroom in Louisiana. He's in there for all of 5 seconds while the judge and bailiff are humming neck before dismissing him.
Oh yeah, he also tried to get to the band to play neck after the game, and then a security guard kicked him out.
They played
did
neck
play
during
neck.
the game.
They-
Which
Yeah,
is
he
incredible.
played. He wanted him to play it after the game.
They technically didn't. They played some other song that sounds a lot like neck, and everyone gets the point, and it's like, oh yeah, this
They played neck rearranged.
yes.
I just found a video of Odell Beckham Jr. trying to back down Karl Malone on the field after the game. This man was the drunkest human alive.
He had
We
a-
thought Kevin Hart
No.
when the Eagles won. Odell Beckham Jr.'s like, hold my fucking beer. Literally,
incredible.
probably.
He was wilding out.
I wish I was on Bourbon Street like
You
Tuesday
could've
night.
been.
I could have been, but I wasn't for another reason.
Not good enough.
I had class. I'm sorry.
Definitely not good enough. Did you see
One
the,
of the kids in my
blankets
class yeah.
getting mad about LSU canceling 2 days of classes?
Oh my god, what a dickhead! Every
The
school
dean-
canceled classes.
were the
LSU's
first-
dean replied and was like, "Hey, I think we'll be all right."
And you know what's even worse? It's the first 2 days of the semester, and they're just throwing them on the back end.
Yeah, like it does not matter, not even a little bit.
Also, it's not public school. There isn't like we need to have 180 days and we'll make up this day. It's fucking college. People are going to skip those classes anyway. They're doing it to save the professors their time, honestly. What kids are going to class?
It is syllabus week too. Like, do you know what those students would do?
Everybody's
do anyway? They would
everybody
be
in
drunk
that
anyway.
Yeah, everybody who's in that class won't be in that class by Friday. So what does it fucking matter? It's fucking ad drop week. Fuck out of here.
Ridiculous.
Why do people like to be dickheads on the internet and not
Some
like the
people
fun
just hate
dickhead?
fun.
I had a banger of a tweet that I messed up with a typo after that.
Yes. It was the video of the guy explaining something to the girl in the club where she looked super disinterested.
Oh,
Yeah.
I saw that. That was funny.
But then you spelled right
Yeah, I spelled right wrong.
R-I-G-H-T rather than like right
I
with
wanted
your
to
hand.
kill myself.
Hey, let's talk about this now. Let's get tweet typos the fuck out of here if you know what the fuck we're trying to say. Let's stop acting like holier than thou about it.
I'm all for it because I do a lot of typing without editing myself. I'm pretty good at spelling. I just fire away and hit send without even checking. And then I've had to delete some really good tweets and repost them, and they never have the same fire when it comes the second time. Because I know someone's going to be like, oh, it's actually your, not your. Like, fuck you. I know that.
It's like, bro, you knew what I was trying to say. Like, Twitter is not about being precise. It's about being loud, and it's about being wrong.
Being loud, wrong, and quick. You have to be quick.
Very quick. And it's like, sometimes my spelling has to suffer for the quickness.
I saw it was a Cardi B tweet basically saying if she went to school, she could be in Congress. And
that's what I thought about.
Right? But it was a Cardi B tweet, and there was some grammatical errors in it, but it was exactly as Cardi B would talk. But then I saw some MAGA bitch quoted it, and then superimposed edits over it, and made like grammatical edits like every 2 words. But over half of the edits were wrong. They weren't correct grammatical edits. And there was like so much wrong in the tweet, you didn't need to do more.
And she still made it worse.
She made it a grammatically worse tweet and then acted holier than thou about you need a little bit more than a couple college classes, sweet. I was disgusted. It hurt my brain to read that fucking tweet.
It hurts my brain to read any tweet, but that's why I read them.
That's why we do it.
Yes, we're here for self-imposed pain infliction at this point.
It's true. That's all Twitter
because
is.
Twitter is terrible for my mental health, but I'd be on that bitch like 9 hours a day.
There's only like 8 ingredients in the Bud Light Seltzer. How many ingredients are in White Claw?
Probably like 8. It's water and then...
Water,
whatever.
cane sugar, natural flavors, citric acid, sodium citrate, and malted rice.
All right, ingredients for White Claw 70. Purified carbonated water, alcohol, natural flavors, citric acid for White Claw 70 lemon.
Just alcohol? Like...
Just alcohol.
But how did it... All right.
Pretty good.
Kevin, it's just fucking alcohol. Get over it.
Are seltzers technically malt beverages?
So it all depends on how you make them. Yes, it all depends on how you make them.
Yeah. Most of the seltzers aren't, but White Claw is malt liquor.
like an old English.
Was that Jackson, or are we open a second White Claw?
No, that's me. I'm on the mango.
Oh, well, let me go get my fucking mango. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, what the hell?
What are you doing here?
I have them all on my desk. I am in the Jackson school of thought. I'm drinking these bitches as fast as I can.
Drink them fast. If you drink them fast, they don't get cold.
Warm? They don't get warm? I'm the Twitter police.
I made the same mistake Kevin did.
I am the Twitter police.
Kayla just busted into the fucking office to hand me a mango White Claw. This is why I'm marrying this woman.
Congratulations to Kevin. He's got a real one.
She's in the kitchen macarooning right now and listening to the pod.
Yeah, I read a review on this mango one. This is a peach. This is peach.
Yeah, it is kind of peach flavored.
It does not taste like mango.
Yeah, that was also my opinion when I tried it.
That's not bad, though. Like, it's really good. It's just peach flavored.
It's just mislabeled.
Yeah.
And
Welcome.
if they just called it peach, that'd be fantastic.
Welcome to Salty Virgins ASMR.
Ooh. That was very satisfying.
That was actually kind of nice sounding.
Now I can fall asleep.
We'd be so good at ad reads.
We'd
Shout out
we'd be the
everyone that
mixtape.
just give us ads.
Hey, Bud Light,
This is
sponsor
good,
us.
too. Fuck, that's delicious.
Shout out
very
Action
good.
Bronson.
Again, White Claw's in danger.
Yeah, White Claw might be getting the fuck out of
White
here.
It's like
Claw's
the,
Ralph Wiggum on the bus.
Damn it, I was about to
I'm
say
in
that.
danger.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, no, this shit is good.
All right, so Kevin and Jordan, tell us your spider story.
Kevin, do
Jordan,
you remember this story?
I do remember this story.
Okay. So, me and Kevin were like 16. We had just started driving. And I mean just.
I think I had my license for about 3 or 4 months.
If that. And we were driving down the street, and there was like an overhanging tree. And the tree just like kind of brushed against Kevin's car. And then as we were like driving, I saw this spider that was maybe the size of my fist. I don't know. It was large. And for those of you who don't live in Florida, Florida is one of the only states that inhabits one of the spiders that if it bites you, it can kill you. That's not like a normal thing everywhere. Everywhere else, like if you just go to the doctor, like you'll be fine. But Florida's got, I can't remember. It's the brown wolf spider, I believe, that if it bites you, you get like 6 hours, 8 hours or something.
It's the wolf spider. I thought the wolf spider was one that wasn't.
It's a brown spider. It's very venomous.
Brown spider.
Isn't it the recluse?
Brown recluse, yeah.
The wolf spider's not that bad. Because this
wolf spider's just fucking huge. Wolf spiders.
This plays into the story.
Yeah, it's a big spider.
I'm just gonna take this over because this story is seared into my brain now. Now that my memory's been jogged. So we're driving down, shout-outs Turtle Mountain Road.
Yes.
For all your Melbourne people.
Trenches.
And there's this big-ass spider on the window. I think Jordan had seen it and I hadn't seen it.
Yes.
It was like on the window and he's like petrified of it and trying to like let me know. I see Kayla's sister driving the other way on the road. I go to crack open the window to like wave and say hey as we drive by because we were coming up to a stop sign. Unbeknownst to me, when I crack open this window, the spider that is clinging to my car, this massive fucking brown spider, jumps into the car. And Jordan starts shrieking. And I'm freaking out. This car swerves. I'm like, Jordan's like kicking his feet around. I'm like, Jordan, what happened? He's like, you just let the fucking spider in here. It's this big ass spider. I think it's a brown recluse. And I heard that. And now I went from being calm to freaking the fuck out. So we're driving down. We had turned and we whip into this fucking neighborhood and both get out of the car. And we're like, all right, where's the spider? What are we going to do? Because we're thinking like, there's a possibility this spider is very venomous, poisonous. I don't know which one they are. Anyways. We're like, what the fuck? Trying to figure it. We can kind of see it, but it's crawling around. And then it kind of crawls up in the like behind the dash, and then we can see it like on the ceiling, and we're just like, what the fuck do we do? I don't know what kind of spider this is. If this is a spider that could kill me, I'm not getting back in the car. And we're like, we're literally
the dead of summer. Like me and Kevin both have birthdays in like the middle of May, and like it was maybe August or something. It was so fucking hot outside, and we're like, all right, we're stuck outside of the car because we can't get in. It's hot, and we're like, how do we like combat this monster that's inside of his car?
I'm looking for something to like trap it or kill it, or I have like nothing in my car that can be like, unless I'm gonna whip it with a t-shirt. I don't have any like cups or anything to like smack it. So we're trying to figure this out, and a fucking like carpet. It was like a carpenter.
It was a pool guy. It was a pool guy.
That's what it was. He pulls over and he sees us outside of the car and he asks us what's up. We're like, hey, we have this spider in the car. I think it's venomous. Do you happen to have any like pest spray or something? And he whips
just
out...
so happens he has like 4 different sprays that he's like, what's bothering you? We're like, what the fuck is happening?
But with spiders, because the thing is, and that's what he told us, with like cockroaches and stuff, you can spray it, and then eventually, if they like kind of come in contact, they'll die. But with a lot of big spiders, you really have to hit that bitch directly because they're a little bit more impervious to it. There's probably a better way to describe that.
They're tougher because like the way that cockroaches
are just way more mad.
Jackson would have actually, now that I think about it, Jackson would have actually had a heart attack.
I would have driven straight off the road into a house.
So we're like,
actually, no. I would have calmly gone out of the car, signed over the title, like Spider's car now.
He absolutely would have.
So I'm leaning into this car with the fucking thing, trying to like snipe this spider, and of course not having a lot of luck. And it's like moving, and eventually it crawls up into the dash, like from the floor in the front seat up behind the dash, and like we don't see it for a couple minutes. I'm able to get a hold of my dad because I called him to ask, because I still wasn't sure what kind of spider this was, like what was going on, and I told him what it kind of looked like. It was a big spider, brown, a little bit hairy, and he's like, I'm sure that's a wolf spider. He's like, it's not a brown recluse. Brown recluses are smaller. So I was like, okay, sure. I'm not even sure if I had an iPhone at this point.
We didn't have. I was just thinking we didn't have unlimited data.
I don't think I had an iPhone yet. Oh, it was data. I had an iPhone because I fixed my dumbass friend broke his iPhone trying to jailbreak it. Because I asked my parents for an iPhone. They were like, no, we're not buying you that. It's really expensive. So I was
Which
like, whatever. He was a guy, Nick G. Yeah. So he broke his iPhone trying to jailbreak it, and then his parents bought him a new one. And I was like, "Can I buy your old one?" Like, and I bought it for him cheap.
What grimy times we lived in.
So to fix a jailbroken iPhone, all you gotta do is factory reset it.
Yeah,
so I just took it
easy.
home and factory reset it.
Very
And I had an
simple.
iPhone, but I had no
That's so
data.
ridiculous. Oh, that
So
makes
I
me angry, actually.
couldn't Google it, and neither could Jordan. What a time we lived in.
Awful.
So we
Absolutely awful.
Fucking my dad was like, it's a wolf spider. Like, I think you're fine. Brown recluses are a little bit smaller. I was like, okay, good. Got in the car. Still not the happiest because if I'm driving and that bitch drops on my feet, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But we made it.
We're
to
gonna
wherever
die.
We're going.
We're literally gonna die.
And then I ended up finding the spider. Like, basically, the car was parked for a day or two, and then it ended up like dead in my. Cause I'm sure it roasted in my fucking car. I ended
In
up
the
finding
engine.
it dead later. But it was like that. What a surreal. I let the fucking spider in the car on accident.
I was
Freak
trying
out,
to
stop.
signal him, and the first time my like dramatics were justified in my life, probably.
Probably, yes. And then the fucking pool guy pulls over and is like, yeah, I got all kinds of shit in here.
I can't believe how ready he was. He was a stay ready all-star. He knew what his job entailed, and he was like, listen, I might see an alligator, I might see a spider the size of my neck. Who's to say? But I have
I see
everything.
a dead body.
Definitely a dead body. It's Florida with pools.
Fair's fair. The amount of, like, fucking snakes and shit he definitely runs into when cleaning pools.
Snakes and alligators, probably a lot.
Do you think he just happens upon alligators in pools? Though that's still not the most common thing.
Yeah, all the time alligators are in pools. You remember alligators were in the pond all the time.
All right.
It's absolutely like. If you're not from Florida, people think we're just joking about that. No, there's just alligators everywhere.
And we're not afraid of them because they're not really that bothersome. They're just like... They're big lizards, unless they're like the really big ones. But anything under like 6 or 7 feet, it's like, we'll just not bother him today.
I remember playing the par 3 course in Vieira with Jeff and sometimes with Pat, and there was water all over that, and it was fairly common that you are golfing a hole, and then there's just like an alligator chilling by the fairway.
Yep.
And you just kind of give it a bit of a wide berth. If you hit the ball by the alligator, you just
It's like,
take a
all
drop.
right, I'll take a
and hit
drop right
different
here.
one. But the thing is, like,
I'm
you
not
can
trying
get
to be
kind of,
chubs.
you can get kind of close to it. You just don't piss it off, and everything's good because you don't have a cart there. You're walking the course, so you just kind of walk by. All it's doing is chilling there. Alligators are a little bit. Crocodiles are the ones you got to be fucking scared of.
Yeah,
Those
alligators
bitches
are very
mean.
docile. Apparently, there are crocodiles in Miami and the surrounding areas, so that is terrifying.
Wasn't that like a big issue? Crocodiles got brought to the Everglades, like
Yerp.
yeah.
Because they're not an invasive species, but they're also very much assholes.
They're very big.
And they don't
apex
really have
predators.
predators.
Yeah. Well, alligators are apex predators anyway, so it's like, that's fine, but they're just assholes. So, like, people who would go alligator hunting would end up getting in, like, big fights with these crocodiles because crocodiles will fight back.
To be fair, though, if you're going alligator hunting, kind of had it coming.
Alligator hunting's pretty profitable.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying that there's a lot of implied risk when you're doing it. So,
Gator
That
tail's so
sounds-
good.
It is. It's
once again, I love the spoils. But you just won't catch me alligator hunting.
I will pay the premium to not be the one killing it.
Exactly.
I love the sport.
I do love the sport. The thrill of the hunt, if you will.
This mango seltzer is very tasty.
It's
It's
so
again,
good.
it's
It's peach.
it's a more subtle flavor. It's not as sharp.
Yeah, the flavor's peach.
I'm not convinced it's peach.
Even my balls could tell me it's peach.
Oh.
Have any of you guys tried it yet?
I haven't. My roommate and his girlfriend are currently sitting behind me, and they have been talking about it a little bit.
You said they're cool.
They are cool.
Yes. So
Let's see his balls. What's going on?
I'm not going to pull his balls
All right,
out.
I think someone needs to explain what we're talking about.
Sir.
So allegedly, actually, it came up in a tweet that we saw. First thing I Googled. Apparently, it's true. Testicles have some sort of taste, quote unquote, buds. They're like sensory enough that they can detect sweet and salty flavors. Legitimately. Someone was saying that he dipped his balls in soy sauce and he could like detect the saltiness and taste it. And then I Googled it. First article is an article by like Wall Street Journal or some shit. talking about how testicles can detect sweet and salty. So, I'm trying to get drunk drinking Bud Light Mango Seltzer with my nuts.
That's a fact. That's a big fact.
I'm not sure.
I just Googled, can balls taste? And sure enough,
What a world we live
the
in.
number one Googled thing, can balls taste things?
They can. It's true.
Daily Mail, testicles have taste buds that can detect sweet flavors, and they're vital for fertility. Study of taste buds in mice unearthed the surprise findings. How did they link? Taste receptors are found all over the body, including the anus.
Yeah, you can also taste things through your asshole, but I'm not putting alcohol in my asshole.
That's why I'm butt chugging this mango right now.
Oh my god. So yeah, your nuts can taste, apparently. And then, of course, in this article, there's just this junk shot of a guy. It's like an underwear model, but there's just massive bulge. Why did they put that in there?
Is it Jason Derulo?
Not nearly big enough.
I really wanted to make a cleanse my palate joke, but
No,
it's
don't
just-
make a joke about sucking dick.
that's not what I meant.
Patrick!
Jeez. 2 in.
We're going to be problematic. For the next...
Going to be?
We are going to become more problematic.
So if you've ever tasted with your balls, let us know in the iTunes comments once you give us 5 stars.
Yeah.
Don't do that in the iTunes comment. Hit us in the Instagram DM.
No, no.
tasted with
Do it
my
in the
balls.
iTunes comments.
We'll read it live on the pod if you do it on the iTunes comments, to
Yeah.
be fair.
We're going to get sued because someone's going to stick their balls in flaming hot pizza.
I wouldn't say I don't endorse that, but I kind of do.
Sticking... Patrick, it's going to be Patrick.
I wanted to taste it.
It burned my mouth. I thought... So yeah, go dip your balls in something sweet. Treat yourself.
Yes. That's a cool way to curb your craving for something sweet, but also keep it low calorie.
Yeah, if you're trying to lose some weight, like me and Patrick and Jordan and Jackson, I don't know. Jackson already lost all his weight, asshole.
Nah, it's back.
Oh boy.
He's been on a fucking tear.
You have a craving for something sweet. You don't want to eat that piece of cake that's sitting there. Make yourself some sugar water. Just give it a little dunk, like a tea bag. Just a nice and delicate dunk. That'll satisfy you right up.
Thanks, Dr. Kev.
Just remember the old cartoon or TV shows where the after credits thing was the guy that went, "Shh, not a doctor."
Yes.
I don't know what the fuck that is. I think it was on like 2.5 Men or some shit.
I have no idea, but I
Couldn't tell
vividly
you.
remember that.
The good old days of live TV. Wow.
I haven't watched the TV. Well, first of all, I don't have cable. The only thing I watch live is sports. Mm-hmm. And I will never watch live TV again, I don't think.
Well, I mean, I think we made the exception for
Jeopardy.
Shout out Ken Jennings.
Shout out Ken Jennings.
Still the GOAT.
And also a GOAT tweeter, apparently.
They're all so funny on the internet. I don't know how they got everything, because they're some of the smartest people on earth, but also very good at the internet.
Like, they're all so fucking dorky and weird, but all 3 of them own it in that funny way, which is not the most common thing.
And also,
It's also
Brad's
not
the highest
easy.
man alive.
Yeah.
Brad be smoking big
Brad's
gas.
Twitter bio is "tell your sister to stop calling me" or some shit like that. Like, bruh.
Who thought we prejudged Brad? Brad might be low-key a king.
James roasted the fuck out of Brad in front of one of the biggest
Everybody.
audiences of the, or I guess of this year, probably the biggest audience of the year besides the national championship. Did you see that the Jeopardy GOAT episodes beat out every Monday Night Football this year except for one
Yeah,
in viewership?
it was so good.
But James roasted the fuck out of Brad. That was really funny.
When he got it and he was like, heh, I fucking died.
No, when Brad, because they did 2 games in a night,
Yeah.
and Brad missed the daily double, so he was down to 0. And they were like, okay, we're going to reset your scores. These scores will come back later. When they reset him, James was like, hey, Brad's score is still up there.
That one was also good.
Big fan.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Ken Jennings. And shout out to all three of them, honestly.
Yeah, shout out to Brad, shout out to Ken, shout out to James.
Big fan of Jeopardy. I'm still a Jeopardy James stan.
I don't know. I might be converting to Brad.
He was the only one not cowardly enough to, or whatever. He was the only one who actually did the optimal Jeopardy strategy online TV over and over again.
He risked it all and lost it all so many times.
You talking about Brad or James?
Brad.
Oh,
James. Yeah.
You're talking about two different people. James was the one that did the optimal strategy.
Oh, did I say? Yeah, no, that's what I meant. I meant James.
Brad was just the highest man alive, and I'm a big fan.
James is the best because he was certified not a coward and did the optimal strategy and risked it all over and over again.
Now, with how fucking... Not that James isn't brilliant, but with how fucking smart Ken is. Ken doesn't miss... Ken, every time he gets a daily double, he looks like he's like, I don't know, and then he just always gets it right. If Ken had played...
Bangs it out.
Optimally, like James, when he went on his run, Ken James would have won $10 million.
Ken would still be playing.
It's ridiculous.
So, I don't know how that man knows so much.
I don't, like... It doesn't make cognitive sense how he remembers so many things and is also able to apply like that triple rhyme fucking category.
That shit was blowing my mind.
I had no idea what was going on.
There was one of them that I knew when it asked the question, I knew the answer, but I couldn't think of the other two things that rhymed with it. Because there was like one central answer and two like auxiliary rhymes that you had to match up, and they got it so fucking fast.
Like they said it, and then I had to like pause and think about what they were trying to say because like I had no fucking idea.
Ken did give like a really cringy answer on one of the interviews, like when Alex Trebek asked them like one question after they come back from single Jeopardy and go to double. He was asking how the three study, and all of them gave bullshit answers. But when he asked Ken was like, I watched a lot of the show. I study the nuances of your voice, Alec. And that was some shit that like a serial killer would say.
Yeah.
It was very cringy.
Oh, that man has an Alex Trebek shrine in his closet. Like Helga Pataki.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. I mean, it fucking works.
It's gonna net you $6 million or whatever. Sure thing.
Just a statue of Alex Trebek made of used gum.
Used cum? What?
Used gum.
Oh my god. This is the gross.
So,
who nutted where?
So I want to talk about us being just vehemently attacked on Twitter.
Yeah, we got fucking...
The Friends tweet. I'm trying to pull it up.
Oh, I was about to pull it up, too.
Oh, me too.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Okay, I found it. This tweet from the Dosage brand. She probably sucks. Men be having the same friends since the sandbox because none of they ass mature or outgrow one another. Loyalty has little to do with it. LOL.
You should go read her bio on what she calls herself.
New page, mental health specialist, podcaster, personality, writer, the Diamond
Mental health specialist.
You know what? I'm not going to say what I was thinking, but
because let's stray away from this and get back to the tweet, boys.
But, like, we've been friends for almost as more than half of our lives. Like, us as a group. I don't know what I would do without you guys, because I love you guys. You guys are family. Like, my family thinks of you as family. Your family, except Patrick's, thinks of us as family.
Wait a second.
Your dad looked at me and said he didn't know who I was, Patrick.
I'm not confident your mom knows who I am.
She absolutely knows who you are.
She definitely does.
Really?
Yes.
No,
she asks about you all the time.
How's your mom doing?
She's wonderful. Hey, you fucking my mom? Something I need to know?
Whoa, no.
She wouldn't even get up off the fucking couch to say hi to me.
Well, because you're there. Well, not so much anymore, but you used to be there all the time.
So, I think this tweet, I think it's about half right. It's saying that men don't mature or outgrow people. I've definitely matured and outgrown people in my life. There's people that I had as friends that I've decided to lessen my relationship with them because of one reason or another, and it's because I've changed as a person. So that's happened for me. But also, all four of us are still fucking idiots. We're more mature idiots, but we're still fucking idiots, and we're still doing it together. So I kind of get the point on like a not the like direct point, but I kind of can understand it to a point, but it's put in a way that's just very, like, demeaning. And I don't think that's exactly correct for all people. I definitely know some people from our high school that are still all friends together, and I think this tweet is targeted at them. Also, the namesake of our podcast comes from that, so.
Yes. The thing about, like, being friends
the
with...
first time we mentioned.
Yeah, that was a little hint. We'll talk about it.
I'll drink to that.
I will drink to that as well.
I might have to start the, what's the one that's not strawberry? The next one?
Cherry. Black cherry. We're already hammered.
I might need to get a black cherry into the office soon.
That's
please.
my next one.
Maybe.
But the thing about...
Kevin, I'm not there.
I love you guys.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
She just scared the dog.
Was she walking like Kramer?
She did. And the dog was laying by the door.
We're leaving that in. There
Might be a piss puddle by the door now.
But the thing about being
I'm not
friends
there,
is like we grow up and like since I can say this for us because we're a kind of an odd case now that I've grown up and been in the world.
You don't say.
You haven't been in the world before?
No, never in my life. You are my world. Wow. No.
Oh,
like
puke.
when I meet people, they're like, yeah, I've had friends for like, 2 or 3 years. Or I met people in college and stuff like that. And I was like, all right, so like, what about your friends from home? And they're like, like I don't really, talk to them or hang out with them or anything like that. And I'm like, oh, well, that's okay. Because I'm always like, yeah, I've been friends with the same people. I mean, really, since you have like cognizant friends and you understand what it's like to really have friends. Because we've been friends since we were like 12.
Yeah. As loud as possible.
As loud as possible. And like, we have our disagreements and, all of those things, but it's never like, I don't want to be friends with you because I disagree with you or we have a little spat or something like that. Because I think we've grown together and been like, hey, I understand that like things happen in life and you're still a good person. I still love you and all of those things.
I will say I've had the same core friend group, maybe minus a few and then add a few through college, through work, right? Like, but from high school, it's less than 10 people, maybe like 6 to 8 people. Maybe like 10, I don't know. I'm not going to count right now. But that have continued as like really good friends that are kind of like my quote-unquote inner circle. And then outside of that, there's people that I still talk to. There's people that I'm still friendly with. But that's the difference between being like friends with someone or, because I have a lot of quote-unquote friends. But when I say like kind of like the people I really trust and the people that I really still make an effort to keep really close contact with rather than just saying what up every once in a while, And there is that core group that's kind of stayed the same, like I said, minus 1 or 2, maybe add 1 or 2. But from high school, I was fortunate enough, and we all kind of worked, so we were in that same circle, to be able to kind of keep a similar group of friends that are still, in our eyes, good people,
Yeah, my favorite thing about all my friendships is even if I don't talk to someone for months, years, I can just talk to them and be fine and have a good conversation with people. I have a lot.
God, this black cherry is so... I'm sorry to ruin your moment. This
no,
black cherry is
good.
fucking
It's very
awesome.
good. Honestly, I almost ruined yours. So
I'm so sorry.
no, it's good. Yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. I have a couple from college and a lot of people from high school that I could just talk to. Easy peasy.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Jackson, disgustingly silent. Wow, hates all of us.
I low-key think Jackson hates me like 3 days out of the week.
Maybe Jackson's gone.
He might be dead.
I'm here.
Jackson blacked out, has no idea where he is.
He's getting pizza.
Don't put ideas in his head.
Please don't.
So I have the Chase Preferred card, and apparently I get DoorDash Premium for 2 years.
Oh, yeah. DoorDash, 2 years, no delivery fees.
Yeah.
Wait, for the Sapphire Preferred? I thought that was just the Reserve.
No, it's the
No,
Preferred has it.
they dropped it to Preferred, too.
Holy shit. No, I
They
can't
don't
do
want
this.
to,
I can't be doing this right now.
Patrick's trying to sabotage Kevin right now,
Yeah.
live on the air.
Taco Bell's on there. Popeye's is on there.
Oh, speaking of Taco Bell, have you guys had the double decker loaded tacos or whatever?
I haven't
the
been to a
stacked
Taco
tacos?
Bell in years.
Stacked tacos, that's what they are.
I haven't been to Taco
I've
Bell
been
since I started trying to lose weight. I'm a big Taco Bell guy. There's one right by the house, but I've pretty much cut out fast food since, except for that one night we went to Popeyes and got 2 sandwiches each. Patrick. Besides that,
I had Burger King tonight. I had the Impossible Burger. I don't know if you've had that before.
no, how is it?
It is fucking good. It is very good. It tastes exactly
So
like a
Patrick
Whopper.
shit on it on this podcast.
No, I didn't.
You didn't say it was bad, but you were like, who's fucking getting this?
So I've been to a lot of places where they offer the Impossible Burger. One big place is Grub, like in Jacksonville, and I think there's one in Gainesville too. They have awesome burgers, and they have an Impossible Burger, and every time I go, I think to order it. But the fucking problem is that, and this is like at everywhere, Grub has a filet mignon, or it's a Kobe beef burger.
For
It's the same price as the Impossible Burger. The Impossible Burger is just like burger, lettuce, tomato, cheese. The fucking Kobe beef burger has like garlic aioli on it, bacon,
And I'm the
cheese,
douchebag?
much better
Okay.
beef. It's the same fucking price. Like, why would I order the Impossible? I want to try it, but every time I go, the like value part of my brain is like, why would you do that? Get the better burger.
No, I mean, don't do it at like expensive restaurants, but like Burger King's just Burger King. Tastes exactly like a Whopper.
That's fair. That's fair. I could see that. You won't trick me into going to Burger King, but maybe after the Bachelor.
Maybe
cruise.
for my dad's birthday.
Definitely for your dad's. Slip
go
him
to
an
Burger
Impossible
King
Whopper,
and
but don't tell him.
Oh, he wouldn't know.
He's devouring it.
He'd eat that shit faster than a regular Whopper.
He would finish it, and then all of a sudden he would just look up and be like, wait a second.
More. More Whopper.
Shout out Harris for being wonderful.
When you brought him Burger King on that one fateful day, how much did you get him? Like, what was his order?
Yeah, what's Harris's Burger King order?
It depends what year we're talking about.
Okay.
Give us a couple examples.
Okay, let's
walk us through his life. I want to know the man.
Pre-doctor.
The best place to start, yes.
So our high school, our band handed out these cards that had buy one get one Whoppers
You
on
had to
them.
buy them. They didn't hand them out.
Okay, yeah.
But they were like $10.
So he'd get the buy one get one Whopper.
No fries, just buy one get one.
I think he had
Whopper?
to get a meal and then he got a free Whopper with it.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah,
That's
and
a
then,
lot.
Would he
That's like
supersize the meal? Was it a
1,400
large?
calories.
And then he went to the
That's more
doctor,
than Matt
and the
Jordan.
doctor was like, "You got to cut that shit out." So I'm pretty sure he just gets a Whopper with fries now. But I'm pretty sure we got him a double Whopper meal on his birthday.
Okay,
What-
that's a
I didn't
lot
know
of
you could
food,
get a
but not an
double Whopper.
aggressive amount of food.
Yeah, he was putting down 2 Whoppers daily.
Date.
Daily?
Maybe
What?
okay, maybe 3 times a week.
Still too much.
Far too much.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That's a lot of Whopper.
he fucking loves Burger King.
Oh my god.
We
I don't
drove
know why I
down
just...
to
Go ahead,
Malabar, like 30 minutes away to give him Burger King on his birthday.
Pat and I think I've told this on the podcast before. We were golfing with Lucas, and after 9 holes, Lucas and I were golfing like shit, and Pat was golfing out of his mind. And Lucas was like, "Yo, you want to hit up Fujiyama for the lunch special? It ends in like 45 minutes." And I was like, "Bet, we're out of here." And Pat was like, "Guys, we paid for 18 holes. Let's play them." And Lucas and I was like, "No, we fucking stink. We're gonna go eat." And then Pat was like, "All right." And then he was gonna come with us, but then he talked to his family, and then they were going to get Burger King for his father. So he missed out on that bomb hibachi to go get Burger King.
Speaking of, Grandma went to
Hello,
Fujiama's
darkness,
today.
smile.
And then she sent me a picture and rubbed it in my face.
You remember when we went for your birthday, when you were still in high school, and we had the guy that just... We were asking for so much of the fucking shrimp sauce, and he just kept
He just
fucking
put the
flaming
bucket
us
on the
for it.
fucking
He was
table.
flaming us for it.
They do that at
This was the-
Makoto's a lot.
This was the only time I've ever had a white
Hibachi chef.
hibachi chef. But he came out here with this like fake ass Japanese accent when it was deliberately fake, but
Let's
it was
hear
kind
it,
of
Kevin.
a bit that he was doing.
Let's hear it.
No, it was
No, I
very
wanna hear you be
confusing,
proud
but
of
he
that.
was
Stop trying to case Kevin up.
It's wild. Only time I've ever had a white hibachi chef though. He was good. He was funny. A little bit confusing, but funny.
He was funny. He just absolutely flamed us. For an hour, we paid him to flame us. I'm sick.
It's hibachi. That's part of the experience.
Honestly, is. This is not even really remotely on topic, but I just remember beating Patrick in basketball for sure at his house one night. And then one of the first times I had dinner with your family. But it wasn't like sit at a dinner table and have dinner. It was like mom's making dinner. Some people were watching TV. Some people were elsewhere. We had
Was it
Philly
meatloaf?
cheesesteaks.
Oh.
First time in my life I had steakums. I had never had steakums in my life. Still the only time I've had steakums.
Steakums go if you cook them right.
Steakums do go.
To be
Steakums
fair,
do go.
You told me we were having steakums, and I was like, what? Not knowing what they were, and knowing what goes on in Patrick's household, I was like, I'm not sure. Honestly, though, very fucking tasty.
Steakums
Big fan.
go.
Steakums do go. Steakums with a little bit of Worcestershire on top. Oh yeah.
My
I
dad
was
can
so
make the
goddamn
fuck out of a
skeptical,
Philly cheesesteak.
It was good. It was good.
Let's go to Philly. No.
I immediately regret saying that.
I would go to Philly.
I like Philly. I don't love Philly. Like if
Kevin
we were
went to
gonna
Philly, right? You've been.
I did. I went to Philly on a whim because I hadn't had a Philly cheesesteak. I was browsing the Spirit in college. I was browsing the Spirit discount. Like, they every once in a while they do
the
quote unquote
discount flights.
I'm saying quote unquote so much this fucking episode. I'm sorry, everyone.
It's because he's hammered.
Yeah, it's literally because I'm hammered. But they do discounts, and it's because I find myself doing air quotes, and I'm like, no one can see me. This is not a visual
Podcasting
medium.
is a visual medium.
But, and I was looking through, and I picked kind of 4 or 5 places that we could fly from. I think we flew from Orlando for like less than $100 round trip. And I was looking at them, and I was like, Philly, I've never had a Philly cheesesteak. And I texted Kayla and then Christine, and I was like, hey, do you guys want to go to Philly for the weekend? And Christine and I were teaching lab in our Java class, and we were like in the classroom next to each other. So I popped in, and she looked at me. She was like, let's go to Philly. So we invited our friend Zach, and we just booked flights, and we went, skip class Friday, skip class Monday, much to the disdain of people on Twitter, apparently. And went to Philly for the weekend. And in 4 days, I must have eaten probably 8 Philly cheesesteaks. I think I had 2 a day.
Pat's or Geno's?
Honestly, neither of them were my favorite. I have to find. I wrote down that it was the place that
They're
I
not
went
the best
to.
in the city. Don't judge me for that. I'm just asking because that's the question you have to ask.
I liked Pat's better than Geno's, but neither of them were like. They were probably maybe 4 and 5 on my rankings. I have it somewhere in my rankings of the Philly cheesesteaks. So they were
Cheese was
probably
a
like 4 and
provolone.
5. I've always been a provolone guy, but going to Philly, I got the Cheese Whiz and it changed me. Cheese Whiz now.
Oof.
Listen. I don't really like Cheese Whiz that much.
Cheese Whiz is not good.
I don't like Cheese Whiz, but on a proper Philly cheesesteak, Cheese Whiz goes. I fuck with the provolone, but I was at a place and I got ridiculed for ordering with provolone, and I said, "All right, put Cheese Whiz on it," and I had it. Changed me.
We can go to we can go to Philly Thursday, January 30th to February 2nd, $53.
I'm not doing that.
I'm also not doing that because I have something to do on the 29th.
I will go to Philly with you boys, but
Let's go to Baltimore. Like, I want to do Baltimore.
I've also done
I
Baltimore.
don't want to get stabbed.
Pat,
No, but you want mumbo sauce. Excuse
Pat,
me.
you're going to Philly, but you don't want to go to Baltimore because you don't want to be stabbed?
Fair.
They stab a lot in
Same
Philly,
thing,
too. They're, 35 minutes from each other?
All right, the moment we've all been waiting for. Strawberry.
I'm not even.
What I've been told.
I'm not done with my black cherry.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'll save it. I'll
Thank
save
you.
it.
Thank
I'll
you.
save it. Sorry.
We're gonna get into mixtape status.
It's been 49 minutes.
Listen, we're back to our roots, baby. 1 hour episodes.
not it.
And drinking during
Not
episodes.
it.
There's nothing that you got to be it because I did the last one anyway.
Yeah, I'll do it.
And everyone, that's how we decide who. edits
This
the
episode's gonna
episode.
sound real shitty, y'all, because I'm editing.
I always wonder if people can tell.
Yeah, when it's shitty, it's you. When it's not shitty,
Last week wasn't shitty, so fuck you.
I don't know how to listen to our podcast.
Y'all are doing a lot of shitting on me this week. I don't know what I did to y'all.
I think we have like 16 years of receipts for that.
Yeah. The scoreboard is very imbalanced.
That is fair. I don't shit
Yeah.
on you guys on the internet that much.
I try not to shit on you on the internet, but then you shit on me sometimes, and I just have all this pent-up rage, and I have to come back at you.
Kevin's a school shooter. Wow.
So
What?
What is happening?
I didn't like that reaction.
Iceman.
Speaking of school shooters.
No, Iceman at my work.
Okay.
I overheard him in a conversation yesterday. Walking.
So you know who it is?
Yeah, I know who it is. Oh yeah, of course I know. Who
Oh,
it is.
no, wait. Sorry, I'm thinking of
No, not Pizza.
Toaster
Not
Man.
not Pizzagate 2.0. No, I overheard him having a conversation walking to the break room, saying, "Yep, off to make my water again."
No.
What?
Patrick, you have to report him to HR. I don't know for what, but it's a hostile work
The
environment.
phrase
I don't
"make water" just sounds like a drug cover-up, but he's actually fucking doing it, and that's concerning.
You
If he
have to
was
report
going
him to HR.
and snorting cocaine in the bathroom, way less concerning.
If you're snorting cocaine, it's like, you know what? Everybody's got their vice. This man is making water in the microwave.
His vice, microwaving ice. What are you gonna
Unacceptable.
Speaking of bathroom, today, and not just today, but like
Shit talk.
when I go to the bathroom right now, I'm going all the way across the building so I don't run into anybody that I know.
Sure.
So I was walking.
Protecting your paycheck.
I was walking kind of. It wasn't an emergency, but
It was a
wasn't-
poop walk.
Yeah.
I get it.
And then I saw someone like poop walking, like they were. And I'm like, I looked at him, and I'm like, I'm gonna meet that man in the bathroom. So I watched him, and like, sure enough, he goes right into the bathroom. So
I'll see you in there, soldier.
no, because I think I want to say we made eye contact. I don't know. I thought he saw me, so I let him go in, wait for him to get into a stall. I walked around some cubicles and then went in. This man blew that shit up. That man had to poop.
A big mood, personally.
So the biggest downside of my new office is we only
There are
have...
women there?
Oof.
What the fuck? What? Why is everyone trying to put me on blast today? Make me sound like a bad person?
Listen, you shit on me in the group chat, and I had a bad day. So.
Dennis, say what you want to say.
Oh, we'll get to the dentist talk, right? The bathroom, we only have half of a floor because there's only like 13 people in the office probably. But the bathroom, it's only one bathroom on the whole floor, and it's far enough away that I don't get Wi-Fi and I don't get cell signal. I have like one bar. So I have to like
What's even the point?
open up Twitter and refresh Twitter and then scroll. Because I view Twitter chronologically. When I open up Twitter, I'm like 8 hours behind, and then I keep scrolling. Unless I'm like watching sports and stuff, then I'm looking live. But usually I'm a couple hours behind on Twitter, so I can do a lot of scrolling at once. So I'll have to like queue up tweets literally before going to the bathroom so I can scroll Twitter on there because I can't load shit.
You don't have Wi-Fi
It's-
at work?
There's Wi-Fi in the office, but the bathroom's far enough away from our half of the floor. Yeah, that I don't get the
What are
Wi-Fi.
you shitting at Troop Farms? You gotta
No,
plug
I mean
something.
our office is on a small. It's a small. I told you there's 13. We have 2 rooms to our office. There's 13 people in the office. So the bathroom's on the other side of the floor. So it's far enough away that our Wi-Fi doesn't reach. Our Wi-Fi doesn't reach much further outside of our door. So because we don't have the whole floor, so the bathroom isn't my company's. It's the bathroom for the floor where there's 3 companies on the same floor. We have half, and the other 2 have a fourth each. So I don't get internet in there.
Yikes.
Also, speaking of work, I had probably the first like real awkward work experience come up. So I don't go into the
Kevin's
office.
job knows his name.
I don't go into the office a ton, but I've been going in 2 to 3 times a week. But most of the people that go in Jacksonville go in every single day. But my whole team is all over the country, so me going in is just to see people and be a social human. It's not actually like better for my
people that
job
you
because I'm still
exist,
talking to
yeah.
the same people on the phone. So I walk in, and this guy that probably my favorite person in the office from a personality standpoint. He's our VP of engineering. He's one of the founders of the company. Huge guy. He's probably like 6'3", 320 pounds, like, but he's like sturdy, not like fat.
Is he putting you in the Hall of Fame, or?
Not the
Kevin's just
exact guy.
crying in the office.
So, I've talked to him a ton. He's a really nice guy. He's always gives people shit in the office. Like he's the one that keeps all the people that aren't social in the office talking. And we talked to the Christmas party a lot. He's really bad about remembering names, and so am I. So we kind of bonded over that. And then yesterday, I'm in the office, and he was saying something, and he was like, I had my headphones in, and he said Dennis, but I couldn't really hear him, and I took out my headphone, and I thought, like, maybe I misheard him, and he said something to me. He was like, asked about what I was doing, and he was like, oh, thanks for the other way by closing out all those tickets. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but I was just like, oh yeah, no problem. Later in the day, we were talking about something, and he, like, made a dig at me, like a lighthearted dig, and was like, oh, Dennis would do that. But no one else in the office really knew what he was talking about, but then I realized, this man thinks my name is Dennis. And I've already let this go once, and also...
It was in front of people.
Yeah, I don't know the best way to... So I just kind of accepted it. I was like, haha, yeah, we just kept talking. Well, today...
Kevin is Dennis.
I'm sitting on... Yeah, I told the guys yesterday, so they were getting their fucking jokes off. My name's Dennis now. I'm just Dennis from IT, right?
Dennis sounds like an IT-ass name.
I'm not even in IT anymore.
And it still sounds like an IT name. I said what I said.
Did you turn it off and turn it on?
The best part was... I'll get to it, I guess. So today I had my headphones in again, because, I got the AirPods for Christmas, so now they're just always in. Gotta flex on everyone. So... I'm working on something, and he...
Nice flex,
like,
Dennis.
He looks at me, and he was like, Dennis.
Something.
And then he started talking to me. He was like, oh, are you on a call? And I took my phone, and I was like, no. And then before he started talking, I was like, Dylan, sorry, it's Kevin. And he, you know how you would feel if you'd been calling someone the wrong name multiple times over a span of multiple days?
I quit my job on the spot.
That was the
Around
face.
me are familiar faces.
That was the face he made, and he was like, oh, fuck. And he just did a lap around the office with his head down. And of course, I don't take offense to it. I'm terrible with names. It's really okay. I just, felt so bad because I know how shitty that feels because I do it all the time. I called at Kayla's best friend's wedding. I called the maid of honor the wrong name confidently to her face after she gave her speech.
Oh,
while I'm belligerently drunk. So I know how it fucking feels.
You also screamed the word "fuck" in her
That's
Kayla's
different.
grandparents' face.
Anyway,
Very different.
so I told him, I was like, "Hey, it's Kevin," and he was just like, "Fuck," and he's like, he's like, "It's gonna take me a couple days to get over that." I'm like, "I'm sorry, man," and it was funny because he was asking if I had some free time or some bandwidth to work on something with him, which he's super smart, good guy to work with in the company, but also I kind of don't want to because he's easily the most he is not afraid to call people out on their bullshit right away. He doesn't let any shit pass by him. And not that I come with a lot of bullshit, but I'm definitely in over my head at this job. So I'm afraid that if I work with him, he's going to be like, this guy's fucking stupid. And now he knows my real name.
It's all right, Kevin. That guy is biting his soap in the shower right now, crying.
So apparently, Dennis, since I only go to the office a couple days a week, Dennis was a guy that started with the company, lives in Gainesville, Florida, came in for one day to pick up his stuff and worked in the office that day, sat at my desk, is 27, has a beard, is a younger guy that has a beard, and so he had interacted with him, and I think he just name associated Dennis with that seat that one day for some reason.
Kevin didn't even hear me.
What did you say?
I said is black.
He's not black. That would have been a wild twist. So
I'm opening
Talk about not ceiling color.
Oh yeah, can we try this strawberry now?
Yeah, let's do it.
1, 2, 3. Oh, fuck you guys.
Sorry, I didn't know you were counting. That's fucking
This smells so fucking
Oh, buddy.
I told you it was the best.
White Claw's out of here, bro.
It's over.
How does that taste like a fresh strawberry?
good. That's so fucking good. Ooh, Kayla just handed me a macaroon.
We get it. You're getting married. Yeah, fuck you. Tell me how this tastes like a fresh
what's that,
strawberry.
What's that, Kara? Oh, a whole pizza? Thanks. Thanks for the whole pizza, babe.
By the way, Kayla's gonna start selling macaroons if anyone wants to order them. These are so fucking good.
Our friend at Butter and Sprinkles _ would be upset. No, she doesn't do that.
Maybe her and Kelly can partner up. Kelly doesn't make macaroons.
She doesn't.
Macarons, sorry. Not
Macarons.
different.
Macarons.
Did I tell
got
you?
corrected.
Did I tell you that I'm the macaron guy at work now?
I am too. Well, Kayla's the macaron girl.
Yeah, Kayla taught Kara
Woman
how
by
to
me
make
as a
them,
proxy.
and Kara helped me make the ones for my Christmas party, and now I have to bring them every time.
That's exactly what I did. There's this guy in our office that he grows his own ghost peppers, and he makes a salsa.
Jackson
with
could
ghost
never.
peppers.
Chili guy, salsa guy.
I tried so hard. Yeah, I really probably could never.
This guy makes a salsa with ghost peppers, and it's so fucking good. And he makes them in varying spices by using like 1, 2, or 3. And I'm a bitch about spice, but I down this shit. It's so fucking good. So he's the salsa guy. Every time we have something, he has to bring in the salsa. And then the guy that called me Dennis on the Christmas party, he was like, "Hey, you know you're the macaron guy now, right? Every time we have a function, you're gonna need to bring these in because everyone was fucking in. There was people at the office asking to buy them from me. So now I'm gonna set Kayla up with a side hustle so we can start getting business credit cards and selling macarons.
I had at least 20 compliments on my fucking macaron.
Are you still making bread, Pat?
I haven't in a while. I need new yeast.
So go get some yeast.
Yeah, I know.
Yeast is like the cheapest item on
I know.
earth.
I just haven't gone out, and I'm so bad at it. Like, Kara's mom made bread for Christmas dinner, and it was some of the most delicious bread I've ever had. And I'm like, I can never achieve this.
You can. It takes a little bit.
It was so good.
The bread you made, like when I was there, was pretty good. Like it wasn't perfect, but it was
okay.
good.
It was dense.
Well, because you beat the ever living shit out of
Yeah, I
it.
did. I probably over kneaded it. I need to take
For
a
our-
class. I need just
for our-
someone to tell me how long to do it for, and then I'll be good.
For our listeners, we're recording as long as it takes us to drink these 4 seltzers.
yeah.
So we're just fucking rolling. We're talking about making bread right now.
I mean, we got through all the seltzers, right? I haven't finished the strawberry, but
I haven't finished the strawberry either.
Gotta finish.
But yeah, we gotta finish.
No one's listening to this shit. They turned
That's
it off hours ago.
so in summary, all right, rate the 4 flavors.
Strawberry,
Strawberry 1.
number 1.
Black cherry 2nd.
I'm gonna say mango 2.
Okay.
I like the mango. Even if it is peach, I like that too.
I'm literally going in the opposite order of what we drank then. So strawberry, black cherry, mango, lemon lime.
Okay, so I'm going.
That's my order.
Strawberry, mango, black cherry, lemon lime.
And the thing is, the lemon lime is still fire.
Absolute
It's pretty
fire.
good.
Yeah,
That
this
one-
is like 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D.
That one you could
Yeah.
definitely mix with tequila and it'll be a delicious drink.
I'll say mango,
That's
strawberry,
basically
or
a
black,
mojito.
mango, strawberry, or black cherry. I'd take over any White Claw, and then I would take the raspberry and black cherry White Claws over the lemon lime. But then I'd put the Bud Light lemon lime in there.
Yeah, that's about where I'm at.
You wanna?
God
So
damn.
you mix the White Claw in with that ranking?
Yeah.
I just did.
Yeah. So I will go strawberry, and then Bud Light, black cherry, and then the mango White Claw.
Mango White Claw used to be so big on me, but then I drank so much and got so hungover and puked that I still love it.
Yeah, that'll
but
do
now
it.
it reminds
That'll
me of
do it.
yep, you know.
And then I'll,
Anyway, sorry to cut you off.
no, and then I'll go mango Bud Light, and then
You like the mango White Claw better than the mango Bud Light?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Do you like peaches, Patrick?
I do like peaches.
Okay.
I don't even know.
This strawberry
Lemon lime
so
is the
fucking
worst.
good.
So
I can't-
those are the best.
It smells so good.
Okay, so for those of you who haven't had it or have yet to have it, so this strawberry Bud Light seltzer, it doesn't taste like the fake strawberry flavor.
It smells like if you sliced open a fresh
a
strawberry.
Like it has true and honest, and I don't know if I've ever experienced this in a drink, but true and honest strawberry
All right,
flavor.
don't come, Jordan.
I'm trying not to.
You making
I-
a compote out of it?
Yeah.
I could.
He would.
Listen,
Don't tempt him.
Honestly,
Yeah.
an alcoholic compote sounds delicious.
Yeah, so fuck you guys. Like, if I put that on a cake or something, you guys would definitely eat the shit out of that cake. Not that it matters, because if I put a cake in front of us,
what,
we're
what are you
eating
talking
it.
about? Oh, hey,
We're
Kara,
eating it.
thanks for the whole cake. 3 tiers. 3 tiers, really? That must have took a while.
For me? Just me? But, like, the strawberry Bud Light seltzer is the best seltzer that I've had. And that includes Truly, that includes White Claw.
Why would you list Truly first? That shit.
They were
garbage.
just the biggest name. Bon and Viv, the Smirnoff, what are the other ones?
There's so
Natty Light.
And they're all Natty Light's bad.
There's a PBR seltzer.
I haven't had the PBR seltzer.
Four Loko.
Four Loko seltzer's so bad. Good lord, is that bad? The Four Loko seltzer actually made me want to kill myself. More so than actually drinking Four Loko, for the record.
Yeah, at least with regular Four Loko you can finish it. So like you just wowing. Can't finish Four Loko seltzer. It's just awful.
I gotta try the Four Loko seltzer. You guys have talked so much shit about it.
I'm
I'm sure it's really terrible, but it's one of those things that
$3.50, so it's not like it.
It
it's
was
fine.
$2.60. I paid $2.60 for it. I want my $2.60 back.
That should have been our fantasy football punishment. Is the loser has to just chug a Four Loko seltzer.
I would have just thrown up wherever I was.
Shotgun a Four Loko seltzer for the boys.
One of my fraternity brothers, when he turned 21, that was what he did. Obviously not a seltzer,
Not a
but
seltzer, but a Four
but
Loko.
just a regular Four Loko. He just shotgunned it, and then so they took a video of him shotgunning it. And it's like, oh, that's fun, that's cool. I'm glad you're enjoying 21. And then, like maybe 45 seconds later, he threw up in. He could not move. He just threw up all of the Four Loko in that spot in which he shotgunned.
Of course.
And I was like,
Four Lokos are also gigantic. Like that's just so much liquid.
it's 24 ounces of just bad tasting liquid. I could never.
I can't. My worst ever. I shotgunned a Tall Boy Rolling Rock.
What?
Freshman
What
year
were you
at
doing?
Pat's mega house that he lived in.
Oh, that was
TBT.
A good time.
So Pat had a party that night. Gators, as the favorite in the NCAA tournament, lost to UConn in the Final Four. It was a really sad night. I was really stoked because our football team stunk. I was really hoping the basketball team would win the national championship. Got really drunk.
Lost to UConn, right?
Yeah, lost to UConn. Kemba Walker.
Shout out Kemba. Cardiac Kemba.
But was really drunk. And so
Sure.
Pat's sister, Carrie, had been like, because someone had mentioned that I was very good at shotgunning. She was like, oh, we got to shotgun a beer. Let's shotgun a beer. And then I'm just off my ass drunk. And she's like, oh, let's shotgun a beer. And she hands me this Tall Boy Rolling Rock. And I'm like, bet, let's do it. Shotgun that bitch. The worst I've ever felt in my life. Instantly after that. I cannot imagine doing a Four
My friend
Loko.
Christian tried to. Kevin was hugging the bowl at the end of the night.
I hugged the bowl for a good 2 hours.
And,
at
my
Pat's
friend
house.
Christian
You
tried
think
to.
he me?
My friend Christian tried to pee over him.
He was like, I really gotta piss. And I was like, you can't. And he was like, I could just piss like here. And I was like, you have to go somewhere else. Pat's other sister tried to call an ambulance for me, and I was Jackson in that moment. I was like, no!
I'm fine.
It's just a little bit of alcohol poisoning. I'll be all right.
I don't know if I told the story about the time that I got drunk out of spite on this podcast.
What, like every other night?
Basically.
What about when you pissed yourself? That one?
Not that one. I
you
wasn't
get on your
drunk
shirt,
then. I
throw
was
it
like
away in an Uber?
17.
That wasn't out of spite. That was out of love.
Yeah, no, that was out of adoration for my own birthday. So,
Not your friends that you were celebrating it with?
listen, I didn't know I had friends at that point.
Me and Kevin put down 2 pizzas. One was
I ordered one, and then I did the walk of shame back to the window to order another
one
one.
was in the shape of a heart. I'm pretty sure.
Yes,
Yes.
there was one heart. If you refer back to episode 20, but one time I was dating this girl, and we got in this fight before we went to a party, and she didn't like to go to things without me, and I didn't because she was kind of awkward. Anyway, so we got in this fight, and one of our friends who was pre-gaming with us had this Fruit Loops vodka or something. I don't know.
Oh, boy.
Sounds like a college party to me.
Jordan's number one vice is any sort of flavored vodka.
Absolutely.
Look at us. We're going from Fruit Loops vodka to charcuterie boards.
Yeah.
What a glow up.
What an
They say men
evolution.
don't mature.
And Twitter
Twitter says
Twitter wrong.
Couple of
Twitter
sandbox
said we ain't
kids.
shit. But and then somebody had the blueberry Simply Lemonade. Another thing I love is a vodka lemonade.
Remember the high school days of UV Blue?
Never
Oh my
forget
God.
UV Blue.
I remember drinking UV Blue at shitty high school parties with Jordan.
Oh
UV
my
Blue and
God.
lemonade.
Okay, so I'm going to circumvent my first story about getting drunk out of spite to go back to my mom used to drop us off at parties in high school.
And then pick us up when if there was an issue. She was like, "Call me." And one time,
We had to
these
call
dudes that
her.
weren't supposed to be at the party busted into the party, started talking some spicy shit, and we silently slipped out, drunk as hell, and called. We're like, "Can you come pick us up?" And we walked a block away. She came and picked us up.
It was a wonderful time. Shout out my mom. I know she's going to hear this and be like...
Those parties stunk, and we knew they stunk in the moment. That's how bad they were.
Jackson used to come with us to these parties and take shots and then chase it with Bud Heavy. Anyway, circling back to my getting drunk on a spite story. So we pulled up to the party. Like, we were, in a relationship, sometimes you have to, like, concede who's going to be DD. And that night, I was not going to be DD because I had a bottle of Simply Lemonade and a bottle of Fruit Loops vodka.
Oh, God.
So I drank. So as we were sitting in, not the parking lot, but like the parking space in which we were going to park for this party, we got in a little tiff. It took about 15, 20 minutes. And then I was mad because I felt as if this is an adult thing. I felt as if my wants and needs and desires were being trampled on because, whatever. So what I did was I did not act like an adult in that moment where I got to the party. It was like my fraternity party, so, I knew everybody there. So I drank as if I had never seen alcohol before. So I drank, I'd say 3/4 of the bottle of Fruit Loops vodka and the whole bottle of Simply Lemonade. And then, this story gets worse. So, because at that point I was 21, so I could buy my own alcohol, and I was mad, I was like, hey, who's trying to take me to that gas station? I'll buy you like an 18-pack of Natty or whatever. Because while I was in college, I had more money than I have now, which is really sad and frustrating.
Sad but true, yes.
So I was like, I'll spend whatever, $12 on an 18-pack of Natty because that's what frat boys drink. So they took me to the gas station. I got 2 of the largest fucking Smirnoff ices. And
you got the 32 Smirnoff Ice.
Oh yeah. So I got back to the party with whoever had taken me. I could not tell you at this point. I was probably blacked out at that point. And I drank the 2 Smirnoff ices. And then my girlfriend at the time was like, "Oh, I'm ready to go." And I was like, "Yeah, that's fine. I've had my fun. Like, there's not much I can do left as a human being." So we get in the car, we get home. I lay down, and I'm just like, all right, things are fine. And then all of a sudden, things were not fine, not even a little bit. So I proceeded to throw up, much like Jackson, all night. I didn't dry heave or anything, but I threw up stomach acid, which I didn't know was a thing that you could do.
Jackson does know that.
Jackson
Yeah,
does.
it stinks until you get it all out, then you just start dry heaving.
Yeah, and then it's much worse. So I threw up stomach acid for 4 hours. And then I went to sleep. And then I woke up, and it felt like I had quite literally burned a hole in my throat. And I was like, there's something wrong. I need to go to the doctor. So I went to the doctor, and so it was the on-campus doctor, or clinic, I guess.
Yeah.
So the nurse practitioner was like, all right, so here are your symptoms, blah, blah, blah. What happened last night? And I was like, I drank all of it. And she's like, no, can you be more specific? What did you drink? And I was like, no, ma'am, I drank all of it. And she was like, you should make better decisions. So then she looked in my throat, and my uvula was swollen, which I didn't know was a thing that could happen to you. And she was like, so I've never seen this before. And, when a medical professional says they've never seen something before, you fucked up. So she was like, I'll call in the actual doctor. So the actual doctor was just like, so you need some Tylenol, you need some Pedialyte, and you need to gargle with salt water to make your uvula, swell less. And that is the time I got... Oh, also, on the way home, I had to have the girlfriend stop because I had to throw up. in the street.
Sure, she loved that.
Puke on your shirt?
Sure, she
No, I
loved
didn't.
that.
No. I didn't puke on my shirt, but I did puke in my shoes, and I lost a pair of shoes that night. I lost a pair of black and tan Gold Cup Sperry's in that ordeal.
You're big on losing articles of clothing from vomit, huh?
Yeah, kind of, a little bit.
So speaking of drunk, I want to bring it back to OBJ at the national championship game. I just saw a
Patrick
video.
just sent us more shit.
I just saw a video of him trying to get the band to play neck. That man is the drunkest man alive that night. You gotta watch this.
He had a
video.
megaphone.
You gotta watch this video.
He stole the megaphone from the
Here,
band.
let me play a little bit of it. Turn my sound up. They just want their megaphone back. Okay.
For those of you who don't know, Neck is like the LSU like song that lives in infamy because one of the lyrics to the song is "Suck that tiger dick, bitch."
It's actually...
Well, the actual lyrics are talking out the side of your neck. Which
Yeah,
has been
okay.
adapted to suck that
Suck that
tiger
tiger
dick.
dick,
Yeah,
And
bitch.
as you would think, college administration not big on it.
They're kind of out on it, if you will.
I'm all in on it.
I
am too.
barely bought a shirt. I'm
Pat
so in on it.
Pat is drunk enough to send just specifically me a DM on Twitter.
Yeah, no, you sent it to all of us individually.
No, I
Pat,
sent
are
it
you?
to the Salty Virgins account.
Oh,
I got it in a group.
Okay.
All right. Well, now that we're the drunkest men alive,
The absolute drunkest
OBJ
people.
status, we would like to thank you all for listening to our Bud Light Seltzer review, for joining us week in and week out on this podcasting journey, for going on iTunes and giving us 5 stars and leaving a comment telling Jordan how big of a bitch he is.
I am a
We'll
big
take
bitch.
that.
But be nice about it, because anyway.
All right. We're going to go drink some more, probably, but
Yeah.
off air so you don't have to listen to this shit anymore.
See ya.
Peace.